My niece took my daughter's new tablet and said, "Auntie says I can have whatever I want." My sister nodded. "She's right. Your kid has too much anyway." I smiled, took the tablet back, and whispered to my daughter, "Pack your things." That night, I sold the lake house they'd been using for free family weekends when the new owners changed the locks. The moment Maya's fingers closed around Emma's tablet, I saw my entire relationship with my sister crystallize into a single, unbearable truth. I'd been funding her family's lifestyle for a decade, while she raised her daughter to believe she was entitled to mine. "Auntie says I can have whatever I want." Maya held the tablet like she'd already won some invisible game. I looked at Jessica, waiting for her to parent, to teach, to correct. Instead, she shrugged. "She's right. Your kid has too much anyway. Maya never gets things like this." My daughter Emma stood frozen, watching her cousin walk away with the birthday present she'd unwrapped 20 minutes ago, the one we'd saved for, the one with her name engraved on the back. I smiled, the kind of smile that feels more like a surgical incision, precise, deliberate, final. I walked over, gently took the tablet from Maya's hands, and gave it back to Emma. Then I leaned down and whispered, "Baby, go upstairs and pack your things. We're leaving." Emma knew my tone. She went. I turned to Jessica. "You need to pack too. All of you. 30 days to get out of the lake house." Jessica laughed like I'd told a joke. "That's the family house. We've been using it for years. It's my house. I own it. And as of right now, you're trespassing. You can't. I can. And I am." That night, while Emma slept at my mother-in-law's, I called a real estate agent. 2 weeks later, I accepted an all-cash offer for $340,000. On closing day, day 30, Jessica's car was still in the driveway, smoke curling from the chimney. They were having a family weekend. The new owners arrived with the police. I watched from my patrol car as my colleagues knocked on the door. Jessica answered smiling, then saw the uniforms. "Ma'am, these are the legal owners. You need to leave. This is my family's house." "Ma'am, it was owned by Simon Reeves until this morning. You're trespassing." Jessica saw me standing by my car, and her face twisted. "You sold it. You actually sold it. I told you. 30 days. Where are we supposed to go? Not my problem anymore." Here's what no one tells you about setting boundaries with family. The people who benefit most from you having none will fight the hardest when you finally draw a line. For 8 years, I let Jessica use that lake house for free, while I paid property taxes, while I paid utilities, while I watched her redecorate without asking, invite dozens of people without permission, and slowly start calling it ours instead of Simon's. Every time I tried to mention the bills, she'd say, "You make good money. We're struggling. Family helps family." That phrase became her weapon. But the tablet was different. That wasn't about money or property. That was about teaching my daughter that some people will take everything you have and still demand more. That generosity without boundaries doesn't create gratitude. It creates entitlement. Jessica didn't just want the tablet. She wanted me to agree that her daughter deserved it more than mine, that my family's success obligated us to subsidize hers, that our boundaries were negotiable, but her needs were absolute. The lake house sale wasn't about revenge. It was about teaching Emma that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is refuse to be used. 3 months later, Jessica's husband Trevor called me. "I wanted to apologize," he said, "for not standing up to her, for letting it go this far. I hadn't expected that. I'm filing for divorce," he continued. "I'm tired of raising my daughter to think the world owes her things." A year later, Emma is 9. We've used the money from the sale to fully fund her college education. We've taken real vacations. We've bought a camper and explore state parks on weekends. We don't have a lake house anymore, but we have peace. We have boundaries. We have a daughter who's learning that you can't just take things that don't belong to you. Jessica and I don't speak. My mother calls occasionally, still disappointed. My father and I have lunch once a month. Our relationship actually improved. I'm not sorry I sold the lake house, not even a little. Because here's what I learned. Generosity without boundaries isn't generosity. It's enabling. And family doesn't mean you accept being treated poorly. It means you have higher standards for how people treat each other, not lower ones. My grandmother used to say, "Being kind doesn't mean being a doormat." It took me 39 years and one stolen tablet to understand what she meant.